Hello students, today we are going to start our next chapter, that is your second chapter, polynomial. What is the polynomial? In the ninth class, you have familiar about the polynomial, zero of the polynomial and factorization of the polynomial. Now, in this chapter, you will learn something new. Okay, so before going to start the polynomial, you have to knowledge about the variable, constant and arithmetic operation. That means what is the variable. So tell me that what is the variable here. Variable, okay, variables are the, yes, variables are the letters we can represent. Generally we can represent in as letters x, y, z and any other you can take, and the values of the variables change. Okay, so the value of the variables be change. Now what about the constant? Constant, that means these are the fixed numerical values. These are the fixed numerical values for the particular question. In any question it can be the value of t, suppose, okay, 4, it can be 3, it can be 5. That means for a particular question the value will be fixed, so we can represent it as numerical values. Okay, so we can take as a, b, c, t, any other. So in the question whatever you have given, so you will take that. And what about the arithmetic operation? Arithmetic operation, generally we have four arithmetic operation, that is your plus, minus, multiplication and division. So with the help of these three we get the algebraic expression. Algebraic expression, that means a combination of constant and variable. A combination of constant and variable connected by the four fundamental arithmetic operation. This is known as your algebraic expression. So suppose we have take here 4x square plus 3y. This is an algebraic expression because it is connected with arithmetic operation and combination of the variable and constant. Now next one is, this one is your 7x power 4 plus 4x square y plus 3x square plus 6y. This is also the example of algebraic expression. Okay, you can write also any other one. Now come about the polynomial. The main thing is your polynomial. So in the polynomial, an algebraic expression in which the variable involved have only non-negative integral power. This is the main thing is a non-negative integral power. That means whole number. We can say that it whole number. That means it should be the algebraic expression and with the variable. What is the variable here? Variables are your x. Here is x. Here is also x. Again can be y in the, but it is for the one variable. So it is 4x cube plus 3x square minus 6x plus 7. This is the for the one variable. Here the power is 3, that is whole number. Here the power is 2, whole number. Here the power is 1, so it is also whole number. So that is the polynomial. And the about the next, it is the polynomial for y. So we can write it qy. Okay, 6y square plus 3y. That means it is also a polynomial. If I will write any other, that means suppose x power 1 by 2 plus 3x. Okay, suppose it will be 3 by 2. You can take any other. Is this one is a polynomial? No. Why? Because the power is here. It is your fractional form. So it will be it is not whole number. So this is not the form of polynomial. Now one more thing is here. If I will write this one 2, this is also not a polynomial. Why? This is the also the power is 1 by 2. That means in fractional form. So it will also not a polynomials. Okay, you can write the polynomial as, if it is the variable on x, so you can write px, qx, rx, any other you can choose. So you can write as px equal to 4x cube plus 3x square minus 6. we have studied about the polynomial. What is the polynomial? Now come to the next point. It's your degree of the polynomial. What is the degree of a polynomial? The degree, that means what is the degree here? The highest power of the polynomial, the highest power of variable. You can say that the highest power of the variable in a polynomial, in any polynomial, is known as the degree of the polynomial. Suppose we have taken here a polynomial. The polynomial is 3x power 4 minus 4x cube plus 2x square plus x. This is your polynomial of which variable? It is the variable of x. Okay. So here what is the highest power of the variable? The highest power of this one is 4. The highest power of x is here 3. And the power of x is here 2. And the power is here 1. So that means highest power of this polynomial is 4. Yes. So the degree of this polynomial will be 4. Now comes to the next one. Suppose I will tell you, you will tell me that suppose this one is, I have taken here, this is the polynomial of which variable? X variable. This is px equal to x power 5 plus 4x plus 2. So now tell me that what is the degree of this polynomial? Yes, so it is the 5, because the highest power of this polynomial is 5. We can see that the degree of this polynomial is 5. Now, if the degree of any polynomial is 1, what we will call them? We will call them linear polynomial. We will call them linear polynomial. And in which form it will be? Generally, it will be in the form of ax plus b. Okay, so we have taken here one example also, 3x plus 5. You can also write some other example of degree 1, degree 2, degree 3 and degree 4. Okay. Now, if the degree of any polynomial will be 2, so what we will call them? We will call them, it is quadratic polynomial. It is quadratic polynomial. And the generalized form of this will be ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, where a, b, c will be the coefficient of this one. And c is here constant. The coefficient of x square is a. Coefficient of x is here b. Okay. Now, these example of this one is 3x square plus 5. Why it is quadratic? Because the highest degree is here 2. Now, what we will call, if the degree is 3, we will call them cubic polynomial. We will call them cubic polynomial. And generalized form will be ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. It is a standard form. Okay, it is the standard form. Here, firstly it come 3 and 2 and then 1. Now, if the degree is 4, we will call them biquadratic. We will call them biquadratic. So example is x power 4 minus 7 square plus 4. Okay, topic is we are taking here. Firstly, we have studied that degree of the polynomial. Now, next topic will be your value of a polynomial. Value of a polynomial. So, we have taken here what is the value of a polynomial. Suppose px is a polynomial of in x variable. So what is the value is of polynomial? If px is a polynomial in x that means it is the in x variable. It can be any other, that means your y variables, t, any other, whatever you have given. It can be also y. Okay. So if px is a polynomial in x and if k is any real number, then the value obtained by replacing x by k in px, that means in that polynomial, is called a value of a polynomial at x equal to k. This is a type of definition, but the main thing is that we will understand this one with the help of a question. What is the value of a polynomial? You have given, this is a polynomial, px equal to x cube plus x square plus 4. This is your polynomial on which variable? On x variable. You have to find f2 or p2, that means polynomial at the value in which 2. Okay, so first thing is that you have given px equal to x cube plus x square plus 4 and you have to find at which value 2. Okay, so put x equal to 2 here. So it will be p2, we can write it as, and 2 cube plus 2 square plus 4, because it is x cube, so it become 2 cube plus x square, it 2 square plus 4. Now simplified, 2 cube that means 8, 2 square means 4 plus 4. Now add it, 8, 4 plus 4, 8, so it becomes 16. So what is the value of polynomial? This at the value of p2, so it become your p2 equal to 16. Now you will do these one. You have to find the values of the polynomial at which value, p5, at p5, at p minus 2, and p0, and at p we can take as 4. Okay, you have to find these value of this polynomial. For the same polynomial, it is x cube plus x square plus 4. So you have to find the values of p5, p minus 2, p0, p4, and for the same this polynomial, and this is called your polynomial, value of the polynomial. Before we have studied polynomial, value of the polynomial. Now our next one is zero of a polynomial. This is the main thing is here. You have earlier studied about it, yes, in the 9th class, but here this is the main thing is here. What is the zero of a polynomial? What is a zero of a polynomial? We can say that a real number k is said to be zero of a polynomial px. A real number k, it can be any real number. It's said to be a zero of a polynomial px. This is for the which polynomial? For px. If pk equal to 0, that means at which value the polynomial becomes 0, so that will be the zero of that polynomial. Okay, so first thing is here, we have taken here a polynomial px equal to 4x plus 4. This is your polynomial. So tell me that at which value of x it will be 0. At which value of x the polynomial this will become 0. So how we will do it? So first thing is that the polynomial you will take px plus 4 is equal to 0. Suppose you have taken that, it becomes 0. Now simplify it, px equal to, this is positive 4 on the transport this, it goes there on the right hand side and become minus 4. So x equal to minus 4 upon it's become here, and it is minus 1. For the value of x minus 1, this polynomial becomes 0. How? Put the value here, 4 into minus 1 become minus 4 plus 4, minus 4 and plus 4, 0. That means for the value of x minus 1, this become your 0. That means this is the 0 of this polynomial for this polynomial. Okay, now our next topic is geometrical meaning of zeros of a polynomial. Okay, it is the introduction for your exercise 1.1 NCERT exercise 2.1. okay, for the polynomial. So this is the main thing is here. What is the geometrical meaning of a zero of a polynomial? So you know that this is that y equal to 2x plus 3. It is in which form? Y equal to 2x plus 3. It is in which form? Linear, quadratic, biquadratic or cubic? It is linear. So this is for the first thing is here. For the polynomial for which? Linear. So first thing is that y equal to, we have taken any linear equation, y equal to 2x plus 3. This is your first linear equation. So firstly you will plot the graph here for this. For suppose for the value of x 0, the value of I will be put here 2 into 0, 0 plus 3. That means here it become 3. For the value of 1, put the value here 1. So y will be 2 into 1 is 2 plus 3. That means 5. And for the value of 2, here y become 2 into 2. That means for the x you are putting the value 2. That means 2 to the 4 plus 3. So value become here 7. So it is 7. Now plot the graph. For the x0 we have made the, you will do it on the graph. Okay, on the graph paper. So it is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Now this point is your origin point 0, 0. So here x is 0. First thing is 0 and 3. x is 0, y is your 3. So this point. Second one is your x is 1 and y coordinate is 5. X is 1, y coordinate is 5. So you can take this one, this point. Now next one is x is 2 and y is your 7. X is 2, y is your 7. So this point. Now join this line. You will do in the graph paper, okay? So this one, the linear equation become as a straight line. It's give a plot as a straight line. So this is your graph for this equation. Now tell me that in which on x-axis is touch at which point? It touch at mid of -1 and -2. -1 and -2. That means we can see that it is your mid of -1 and -2. That means it can be 1.5. Mid of -1 and -2, which 1.5. Okay. For this -1 by 1.5. So this is the answer of this polynomial, this linear equation. That means it is a 0 of this polynomial. Basically, it is simply a 0 of a polynomial. Earlier, you know that what is the 0 of a polynomial. What is the 0 of a polynomial? You have studied that 0 of a polynomial here. Okay. So, at which value the polynomial becomes 0? It's called your 0 of polynomial. Same as for this y equal to 2x plus 3. For which value of x it becomes 0? If you put here -1.5, that means 2 into 1.5 at your 3.0 minus 3 and plus 3, 0. So that means for the value of x, it will be, if it will be 1.5, so the value will be become 0. So that is your, it is the 0 of this polynomial. So we have to do this with the help of geometrically. So we have drawn it. Firstly, we take the linear equation, then we plot the graph, and the straight line for the linear equation, it will be straight line. It touches at which point? On 1.5. So it becomes, it's your 0 of a polynomial. Now our next is for the quadratic equation. What is the quadratic equation? Standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. So we have taken here ax square plus bx plus c. This is the geometrical meaning of the zeros of polynomial for the quadratic polynomial. For the quadratic polynomial. Okay. So for the quadratic polynomial here, 3 cases arise. Okay. For the quadratic polynomial, 3 cases arise. For the linear equation, generally it is 1. For the quadratic equation, how many zeros will be? 2. Why? Because the highest power is 2. So the zeros, number of zeros will be 2. For the cubic equation, how many zeros will be? For the cubic equation, how many zeros will be? It will be 3. Why? Because the highest power in the cubic equation, it is 3. For the biquadratic, how many zeros will be? For the biquadratic, the highest degree is 4. That means the degree of a biquadratic is 4. So there will be 4 zeros exist. So for the quadratic polynomial, there will be 2 cases arise. Okay. So first thing is that here we have choose here, you are taking showing that 2 parabola. This is the shape of parabola. That means it is like this. Okay. Same as you this, like this. Okay. So there is 2 cases arise. These shape, firstly, these shape are known as your parabola. So either it can be open upward, either it can be open downside. It's depend on the value of a. If the value of a is greater than 0, if the value of a greater than 0, so it will open upwards. If the value of a is less than 0, so it will open downside. Now, what is the zeros of this polynomial? Which polynomial? It is your quadratic. Okay. So we are doing this with the help of question. Okay. Suppose I have, this is for your 2.1. Okay, you will do 2.1 with the help of this. Suppose I have drawn a polyparabola like this. So firstly tell me that it is for which. Here the value of a will be greater than 0 because it is open upward direction. So it is the value of, for which case, when the value of a will be greater than 0. Okay, so how many, now tell me that this parabola touches the x-axis how many times? Is touched this at 2 point, at here 1 and at here 2. Okay, so the value of this will be, how many zeros will be? 2. Why? Because this parabola touches the x-axis, on the x-axis 2 times. So it could, we can say that how many zeros of this? For this there will be 2 zeros. Okay, for there will be 2 zeros. It can be this and it can be also like this. Why? Because here the value of a is less than 0. That means then it is open downside. So here the values of the polynomial will be 2. Why? Because it touches the x-axis on 2 points. So we can say that the values of polynomial will be 2. Okay. Now if the parabola is like this. Okay. If the parabola is like this. Now tell me how many times this parabola touches the x-axis. Only at what point? 1 point. Only at 1 point. So the zeros will be, number of zeros will be 1. Now for the third case it can be like this. Now tell me how many times it touches the x-axis. It doesn't touch the x-axis. So number of zeros will be 0. Because it not touches the x-axis. It touches the y-axis but not x. So we have to given this for which variable? X variable. So we are seeing on the x-axis how many times this parabola touch. So it doesn't touch the x-axis. So we can say that there will be number of zeros will be 0. Now this is for the exercise 2.1 of NCERT exercise 2.1. Okay, you have to tell that y equal to px. Y equal to px. That means you have to tell for the px, for which variable? X variable. Okay, so you will check that how many times the parabola touches the x-axis. So first thing is that suppose I have drawn like this. Okay, sorry, suppose a parabola is in the form of this. Now tell me how many times it touches the x-axis. So it touches the x-axis only at only one point. It is here, this one. So number of zeros will be, so the number of zeros will be here only 1. So this is your 1. Let's take one more. Suppose like this. Now how many times touches this curve x-axis? 1 point is here, 2, 3 and it is your 4. At how many points? It touches the x-axis on 4 times. So the number of zeros will be 4. For the graph number of zeros, okay, for this suppose it will be like this. Now 2 times, 1 here, 1 here. So it touches the x-axis on 2 times. So a number of zeros will be here 2. Now comes to one more here. That means suppose we have taken like this. Now here this curve touches the x-axis how many times? 1, 2, 3. So number of zeros will be here 3. Now this, for this, it touches the x-axis how many times? It doesn't touches the x-axis. So number of zeros will be 0. Now one more is here. Suppose we have taken like this. This is as a straight line. It touches the x-axis how many times? It doesn't touch x-axis. So the number of zeros will be here 0. Okay. So now you will practice the exercise 2.1 in your rough notebook.